Hey, it's Ross Wayner, and I want to talk to you today about a challenge that many of the clients I work with face, and that's really how to build more confidence in the workplace and really stand out and achieve a lot of the outcomes that we all strive for from our careers. And the first one is to really know yourself. Make sure to align your own North Star, your motivation, the impact you want to make on the world with your work, because that'll help bring more energy into the activity that you spend the majority of your awake time in life doing, right? I mean, if you're going to be spending so much time at the office and investing so much energy and blood, sweat, and tears into those outcomes, why shouldn't it align with the bigger outcomes that you want to achieve? So really make sure that you take time to really invest some introspection, get to know yourself and that trajectory that you really want to be working toward throughout all the decades of your career. The next one is to really visualize your own success, because it can be so easy to just get wrapped up in the day-to-day and wonder, why am I working so hard and what is all this working toward? But if you really take time to visualize and say, okay, well, I'm building these big outcomes, or these folks will benefit from the actions that I'm making day to day at a larger scale. Or even if you're just visualizing a spouse and kids that you'll be with someday, or retiring on a beach and a vacation, or those sorts of things. Making sure that you're taking time to really visualize and put yourself in those great situations in the future, so that it can inspire you to be better today to help create those wonderful tomorrows. Make sure that you're also continually learning and improving, because an important part of being a human is just continually driving the status quo forward, delivering more for your organization, being a better person, helping those in need. All of those things can be magnified if you're constantly learning and growing. And so make sure that you take time to read. Watch videos like this one, or I'm a big fan of the channel Impact Theory on YouTube. It just changes my mindset and really opens me up to a world of opportunity. And that's totally where I'm looking to learn and grow, so that I can provide more insights to the clients and folks I interact with. So for me, it's a great way to learn and grow. But regardless of what it is that you do and kind of how you spend your time, identify podcasts or other things that can really help you grow and become better at the things that you do day to day. It'll help you feel more inspired. It'll help you see more challenges and feel like you're achieving more in the world, because you have more tools in your toolkit and you have more that you can contribute. The fourth one is to really go outside your comfort zone. And this is important because it really builds your tenacity. It builds your ability to bounce back and just take on new challenges. Because if you spend too much time only doing what's easy and avoiding what's difficult, then you'll really kind of numb yourself to It's always fun recording in parks. We never know what's going to happen right behind you. I've got all these people walking in front of me that are really judging me. But I guess that's part of the fun, right? It's outside of my comfort zone to be here in public to record this video for you today. When I first started the Career Hacking Podcast, I hated it. I hated hearing the sound of my voice coming through the speakers, because I'm so used to only hearing it through the sound of my inner ear. And part of it's just getting comfortable with that discomfort. And now if I ever go on TV or I'm on radio or whatever else is kind of ahead of me for my speaking engagements, I'm just so much more comfortable in that persona because of the experience that I have now behind the mic. And the same can be true for you. If you fear giving presentations in front of your boss, if you fear talking with management because you just feel like they're always going to judge you or you'll say the wrong thing or whatever it is, put yourself in those situations more, because then it'll be so much less of a challenge. You'll just be more used to it. You can just kind of take it in stride and say, oh yeah, just another day at the office. Certainly thinking about when I went bungee jumping in New Zealand last year, and it just absolutely terrified me, right? I'm all strapped in, I'm standing on the ledge, and everybody's looking at me like, are you going to jump or not? I mean, what are you waiting for? And inside my head, it's like everything in my body is telling me, don't jump, don't do it. Don't jump off a bridge, right? But now that I've done it, it's just like, what can't I do, right? If I can overcome that feeling that you could never take these opportunities, the more that you do, the more that you step out of your comfort zone, the better off you'll really be. And the last one is to really make sure that you're respecting others' opinions, and especially when you're getting feedback, but don't let it get too close to heart, and don't let others' opinions really set you back. Don't let it cut you down. Because, I was just talking to a client the other day who's like, how do I accept feedback, especially from my boss who just seems so judgmental? And part of it is, if you're learning and growing, if you're making sure that you're always being your best self, then you can just add it to the list. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I'm sorry you're so emotional about it, or you could have presented it in a better way, but maybe that's something that I can do to learn and improve, and seeing that mentality, seeing it as an opportunity to improve rather than just like, oh shit, they're right, I suck. I mean, that's a completely different way to kind of approach the problem. But at the end of the day, you are who you are. I mean, people are going to be very, very eager to tell you their opinion and to judge others before themselves. And you just have to accept that that's part of life and not let it really, really get to you and start breaking you down. And there's so much more power that comes from the ownership of respecting other people's opinions and say, okay, that's how you see it. I see it a different way, and that's what makes us different people. And if you really let it cut too much to your core, it can just completely take a knock to your confidence. So just practice having a thicker skin, recognize if others' opinions are really getting you down, and do what you can to just kind of push it off and say, okay, that's great, and kind of go on with your day. So those are the 5 steps to build confidence. And kind of to repeat through them just real quick, make sure you know yourself. What's your North Star? What's your higher purpose that it is that you're looking to achieve, or the outcomes you're looking to drive? Make sure you take time to visualize the successes you're going to have. Put yourself in the shoes of future you that's going to have wonderful things that you're working so hard to create. Who are the outcomes that you're going to drive, the impacts that you're going to have on other people? All those things are just going to bring you so much energy, inspiration, and confidence. The next one is to always be learning and improving, making sure that you're always being your best self. Because if you know that, hey, I'm putting it all out there, I know that I'm doing the best that I can do, I'm being the best champion that I can be, I'm contributing the most that I can, there's so much pride that comes with that, and it'll help you walk with a little more swagger around the workplace. The fourth one is to go outside your comfort zone. Make sure that you're trying new things, make sure that you're interacting in new ways, taking on new challenges, because those sorts of things will help grow you and help you be a stronger swimmer when you feel like you're swimming upstream. And the last one is then to respect others' opinions, but don't let them come too close to heart. Be confident in your own self and have a thick skin, because other folks are always going to tell you what they think, right? and if you spend too much time listening to others instead of yourself, then it's really going to start to wear you down over time. I hope that you found these insights very helpful. Certainly the first step is to take action. One of these 5 that really resonated with you the most, take time to think about how you can start to take action on it and apply it in your own life. What can you do? What books can you read? What people can you talk to for feedback? How is it that you can really start driving your confidence to higher levels? And the last thing I ask is that you like and share this video if you found the content helpful. Be sure to put something in the comments if there's something maybe I left off or something that really resonated with you that you'd like others to kind of think about as well. What's helped you in your journey and kind of helped you be the best person that you can be today? And of course, if you have questions, put them down in the comments as well. I'll look at these periodically and be sure to respond to as many folks as I can. And if you're curious about what steps to take next, or kind of how to apply these tactics in your own life, let me know, and I'd be happy to explain more and kind of help you in your journey. That's why I do what I do, to make sure that each of you out there can be the best that you can be, and this video is just a small portion of that. So thanks again for your time, and look forward to talking to you again soon. See ya.